welcome to Restorative Yoga and welcome to my YouTube channel. In tonight's practice, we're going to do a series of a handful of poses. We'll hold each pose for less than 5 minutes each. If you have any questions, comment below or suggestions and I'll take them for my next class. Without further ado, let's get started. So go ahead and we're gonna start in Shavasana today. So before you begin, make sure that you have 2 bolsters and 2 blocks and 1 blanket. If you have a chair, go ahead and bring it in. That's optional. You can also use the support of a ball today. This one is kind of large, but it does work. Or you can just do a Savasana without your legs up, which I'll just demonstrate. So take 1 bolster and place it behind your back. Place another bolster underneath your legs, underneath your knees. And lie back in Shavasana. Make sure this is recording. Okay. Allow yourself to lie completely uninhibited. Relax your mind, breathe out your thoughts. Slowly pay attention to your breath, adding no significant breathing exercises, but just paying attention to how your breath currently exists today in the universe. Notice any smells around you. Perhaps you also have some aromatherapy, some water mist. Perhaps you have a fan blowing. Perhaps there's a slight breeze in your place. Notice how your belly rises and falls as you breathe in and out naturally. Natural breathing. Wash away any stress or fears of the day by simply tuning in. Focus on the area behind your forehead, in between your eyes. Notice any tension in your temples and relax it. Relax your feet fully, legs, shoulders, knees, arms, elbows, forehead. Just relax it all. I'm going to demonstrate these poses so you can take this class at your own speed. Feel free to pause after I set you in each pose. And then stay in it however you'd like before you play again to move to the next posture. So at this point, I'm going to move on to the next pose. If you want to stay in Shavasana longer, go ahead and just pause. So this class is a little sped up, but I encourage you to pause and take your time in as long as you need for each asana, for each pose today. So moving along, our next pose, we are going to sit in a seat with our feet straight out in front of us. So remove your flesh from your sit bones so that you can get a nicer stretch elongated forward. Grab your bolster and place it one on top of your legs. Grab a block and place 1 or 2 under your knees, or you can just do 1 the length version. And then grab another bolster. So you have two bolsters you're laying on. Now you can just do two bolsters like this, or what I prefer is to take one bolster, fold it in half, and if you need further height, place the block in between, and then you can just lie forward. So this is our second pose of the evening. Go ahead and stay in here for as long as you'd like. You can have your chin to the pillow or on either side. And I'm going to go ahead and move to the next posture. So if you want to stay in this longer, go ahead and pause and then play when you're ready for the next posture. Moving right along. Gently remove the block and the pillows out from under you. Now we're going to do a supported half frog. So lying on your belly, lie on your belly, place one pillow in front, and then bring your right knee up. So this is a supported frog, and you can bend your knee as much as you'd like, resting your head down when you're ready. So this is supported half frog. You can place your cheek on the pillow or your chin. Once you're settled in that position, feel free to hold as long as you'd like. Pause the video if you're not ready to move forward. And I'm going to move on into showing you the next pose. So next pose, take your left arm, thread the needle, slide it underneath your right shoulder. Release, open up your right arm, giving your lower back a twist. And you can look to your right. So we have our right leg crossed. And this is providing for extreme twists in the lower back, which is heavily relieving. You can either keep your head forward or to either side. I recommend either right cheek on the floor or your pillow, or looking straight up to the ceiling. Once you have comfortably sat in this pose, feel free to pause. I am going to move to the next side. When you're ready, come toward the middle. Slide the pillow on your right. Well, slide the pillow in the front to your left, and slide the pillow on your right side up to the front. We're going to do supported half frog on your left side. Bring your left leg up, bend it as far as you'd like, and then rest on the pillow near your head. Stay here for as long as you'd like. Pause the video if you're not ready to move forward. And when you are ready to move forward, lift grab your right arm, thread the needle, slide it underneath your left shoulder, and open up that left arm, folding over, releasing a nice twist in your lower back, and then you can look to your left with your left cheek on the floor on the mat. Like to stay in this longer, by all means, stay in it longer. I am going to move to the next pose, which is just resting Shavasana. So, get into a comfortable seat. Laying back flat on your back. I encourage you to stay in the poses as long as you, really longer than this video. It's all in restorative, it's all about the length of the poses in restorative yoga. So this video is just showing you what the poses actually look like. So you can do it either on your own schedule, away from this video, apart from it, or you can do these poses with me, but pausing the video, making sure that you're taking enough time in each pose to get the full maximum benefits. The whole point of restorative yoga is that you're letting the earth support you. So there's no resistance, it's all gravity, and you can relax feeling grounded to the earth and supported by the earth. And really the benefits come from the length of time in each posture. So I do encourage you to spend time in each posture. Moving into Savasana, this is our relaxing pose. Feel free to bring the blanket over you. I like to place a bolster underneath my lower back, as we did in the beginning of class. And you can place a block or a bolster underneath your knees, or just do it the long way like I have it here. Yep, that's it. I like to keep warm, placing the blanket over my back, over my front. Rest your arms at each side and complete surrender. Breathing naturally here. I'll stay in this with you. When you are ready to come up, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bring your arms to a nice stretch above your head. Turn toward one side, resting your ear on your arm. And when ready, sit up. Placing your hands on your heart. Thank you for joining me in this practice today. The light in me sees, honors, and respects the light in you. Namaste. We're going to continue with some oracle card readings. So, whatever question you have in mind, let that question flow through your heart. Give yourself some gratitude for the night, the day, bringing yourself here today. And I'm feeling pulled over here. I don't think you can see my cards, so I will back it up. Maybe you can see those now. So I was being drawn over here. This is the most prominent one. That one as well. I'm just gonna do 2 cards tonight. So we've got Water Elemental, which is incredible because we are in Pisces season. We're in Pisces actually this Saturday, I believe this weekend we're moving into Pisces. And then we have the Spark of Divine. So with the Water Elemental, I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes of life. And isn't that true, especially in this new season as we're shedding the winter, shedding the cold, hibernation? We have to allow ourselves to flow into this new space in life, and especially as we're entering through Pisces season, there's going to be a lot of change. Obviously, not just the change of season, but anything that we planted as a seed in December is now flourishing and coming to fruition. And not just in December, but in the last 3 years, where a lot of us have kind of been in this cocoon state. So it's really time to let your butterfly wings fly and expand as we are, remember, we are water, so we are flowing through these changes. So think of yourself as a flowing river, and the only constant is change as well as consciousness. So as your life changes, your consciousness changes. So instead of staying stuck, which is going to cause resistance and suffering, allowing yourself to flow through like water any changes that occur so you don't get stiff and injure yourself, right? Internally, emotionally, to your emotional body, but you allow yourself to flow along with life, and it'll make everything easier. So expect the change, be the change. There's a lot of change happening right now. We are the change, so just keep flowing like water, and life will be easy, and keep moving. It's not a time to be like too restful. Things are in full forward motion until April, and we need to respect and honor that. Almost feeling it's too much energy where I want to go out, I want to have fun, but remember, if you can stay grounded and disciplined and consistent in this time through April, it's going to really pay off once those flowers are in blossoming season. Okay? Spark of divine. So I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am part of all creation. So I'm going to read from the book about what that one, the interpretation for that one. Of course, we have the beautiful artist, Kim Dreyer, who illustrated these cards. She's so beautiful, and she also wrote the description. So I'll read that one here. So spark of divine, I reignite the divine spark within me and recognize I am part of all creation. So all life forms contain within them the divine spark of the universe, the source. An energetic life force connecting all things together, from where all of life evolved. This card is asking you to connect to that divine spark. Acknowledge that you are part of the whole. By living disconnected and separate from other people and nature, your own life is no longer supported by the universal energies. You need to understand that everything you do, say, and think affects everyone and everything around you. Take responsibility for all you do in this life, for it affects all future generations. Irrespective of your situation, you still have choices. Make choices that contribute positively to all life on this planet. Don't wait for others to lead the way. Always remember that what you do to others, you do to yourself. Take charge of your own life, become a responsible, caring human being, and your own divine spark will strengthen your connection to the supportive energies within the universe. As you awaken this connection, all aspects of your life will begin to flow more smoothly and easily. Take charge of your own life. Become a responsible, caring human being, and your own divine spark will strengthen your connection to the supportive energies within the universe. As you awaken this connection, all aspects of your life will begin to flow more smoothly and easily. Isn't that beautiful? Well, thank you for joining me today. Please do your thing. Go home, stay home, go to work, have an amazing day, go out in nature. This is all I've got. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, intuition, constructive feedback, place it in the comments, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Ciao.